Hi, this is me trying to do a video. I've been MIA this week. I think maybe the last video I did was last week. Maybe it was 2 weeks. That's what this video is about. What the hell is this time warp thing that's going on now? Like, I don't know how to even begin to explain how much I've read everything I could on like the quantum shift and the fact that we are supposed to be shifting timelines to 5D and things like that. Because when I see the memes, I go investigate. Like, what the fuck is this? And I understand what it's saying, but at the same time, I don't understand how it pertains to us. And I see a lot of other people that have that same issue. Like, what the fuck does this mean? Um, Shifting to love consciousness. So let's pull this apart, like together, shall we? Shifting to love consciousness. Uh, Typically, that's done through shadow work. You start to dissect your experiences with people, good and bad, because that's light work, shadow work. You need them to balance. Um, but I guess it would be all your shit coming up, which makes sense sort of with this Mercury and Scorpio thing. Your mind is sort of thinking about the uncovering, because that's the Pluto energy. Scorpio, Phoenix energy, rebirth, destruction. This is definitely like ego death season. This whole end of the year, it feels like, especially this year, with the way the beginning has gone. Um, guess it will require a lot of uncovering. Mars being in retrograde in Aries, everybody's questioning their self, because Aries is about, like, it's like most immature fire sign there is, and it's all about self and what the self need, what the self wants, like even at the savage savage center of creating something. It's also like pioneering energy, just soldier, warrior, fighter. It's still very very self energy, and it rules the first house, the house of self identity. um, so we are being chiseled, I feel like. Do you guys feel like you're being chiseled? But it's being chiseled in like a loop way. Like, we're doing the same thing over and over again every day until we do little stuff every day to make the next day easier. And then over time that builds up. Like, since the beginning of this fucking Mercury retrograde natally. I'm not sure if it's that or my Chiron and Gemini. Because either way, just it comes out beautifully in my head, but my mouth is like, fuck that. It's really not okay. Which that's probably being triggered now because the North Node is in Gemini. So the way we communicate and share and talk to people is really amped, I guess, especially now that we're all, especially collectively in the United States, where we really are not big people that talk to each other. Like, you should see people in public. We go out of our way to avoid talking to each other. We're not the friendliest nation. And based upon the status of our country, you can see why. A lot of us are over here just trying to survive every fucking day, just barely by the skin of our teeth. And that is why I'm so happy um, to be going through this process. I've actually been doing the work of my 40-day reset, which is a book that I'm working on, just a little ebook I'm going to provide you guys. That is mostly shadow work and light work and just sort of getting your life on the path. And it's like, it's a whole thing. But I knew I had to do it first. And I'm glowing. But um, it really pulled up a lot for me. Setting a list of things that I would like to do in my regular life every day that just like I want to do without like thinking about what this world wants me to do, and giving myself 40 days to work towards that. Every time I realized there was a block, like, why can't I do this thing? I want to do this thing because life is supposed to be our theme park. So I got to sit with, why can't I do this thing? Am I actually the thing stopping me from doing the thing? Is there more work I could do in one area and less in another that can balance this out? What can I do a little of every day that will make it happen eventually? Those sort of things, like trying to not give the negative mind so much power, because that is what's the actual prison. I watched so many, like, guys, don't judge me for this. I sat down because I wanted to know, like, what the fuck makes the rich people who are rich rich? Like, what is it about what they did? So I watched biographies. I watched all the little self help videos, like, this is what rich people do, and it's all like rich white guys, but whatever. But it's still like, this is what they do. This is what they do with their time. This is what Elon Musk does with his schedule. And I just watched, and I wanted to see what the pattern was. These people don't believe in can. And I'm like, well, I mean, don't they sort of try to tell you that shit your whole life? Like, you could do anything you put your mind to. Like, they give us these things, but then there are all these hurdles that make you feel like those things will last. But the hurdles are to weed out the people who are willing to go for it and actually, like, get it from the people who would just take it because it's there, because it fell in their lap. Like, working for something creates a different feeling of appreciation. Like, have you ever seen the difference between somebody who is a self-made millionaire and the way that they teach and the way they speak, like, for instance, Will Smith, as opposed to somebody who is like an heir, someone like Kylie or Paris Hilton? Like, they both have stories, but their stories are completely different, and the way they feel about money is different. Whereas Will Smith, who was raised poor, said the first time he got $1 million, he became even more nervous because this amount of money frightened him into thinking, what if I ever go broke again? I don't know, what if this amount goes away? Whereas Paris Hilton's, like, goal in life is to become a billionaire, 100 billionaire, I believe, so that she can spend it all. Like, that's the amount of money she needs to feel comfortable. Like, things are different based on your mindset, where you're from. And definitely, I do see the trend in people who have a more negative mindset. Not that it's not, I mean, things happen, and sometimes it's hard to get out of feeling like things are set up to be stacked against you. Because there's literally somebody stacking shit up against you, and it's El Diablo. Like, that dude is real. Like, I know in some religions they don't believe in it, but just believe in this. There is an energy that is counter created because light can't exist without dark. That just wants you to lose. Every day when you wake up, this energy is like Mojo Jojo, waiting to see how it can fuck up your life. So yes, there are odds stacked against you. Let's just take that feeling of victimhood out of there. That's what they want. That's what they need to feed off of. So you need to wake up every day like, all right, bitches, throw what you can at me. I'm still gonna Neo Matrix this shit because there is no fucking spoon. There are no limits. And you know what? Even if shit pops up, know that at the end of the day, if you keep focused on your goal, the shit is gonna happen. And I am personally pushing myself to do what I see is falling in front of me. I'm taking heed of taking screenshots of all my synchronicities. When I get an idea to watch a movie, I go watch the movie and look for the message in that shit. Like, I'm really trying to listen to my guides. I'm really trying to listen to my guides and be on my shit and do what I need to be doing. Look, I even got a fucking bottle of water, guys. So just start with your mind. Everything else will fall into place. Inside becomes outside. As above, so below. As within, so without. If you need to cry, get it out so it's not like stuck in your chakras. Figure out why you cry. Where's the root of this? Where have you felt this before? And then turn that into some beautiful creation or a rant or a speech. Take that lesson that you just learned in the wealth of that and share it with other people. And somehow you doing that will send good things back your way. Sending out positive ideas and vibes. Sharing your good ideas and thoughts and feelings with other people. You ever seen a post where somebody like makes a sad ass post like, I fucking hate it here, and I'm guilty of this shit too. I fucking hate it here, and then a million other people pop up like, yeah, let's go, like, or some shit, whatever. All that is a negative thread just feeding into each other. All of your demons and all that bullshit just hanging out like, fuck it here. That's not what you want. Right now, we need to encourage each other to move into healing, and that's not spiritual bypassing. Spiritual bypassing is when you ignore that you have negative feelings and try to fake a vibration of highness when you have all this, like, you have a beautiful apple and inside the core is rotten. No, we are encouraging you to plant new seeds. I don't know how the fuck you fix a rotten core. So plant new seeds. This is a new apple. This year is about falling away of things so that new things can be born. This is the year of if you build it, they will come. That's that Capricorn and fucking Pluto Saturn combination that's going on this year. If you build it, they will come. If you get your shit in fucking formation, with the house the Cap is ruling, by the end of the year when that stuff comes off, nothing will be left in the house the Capricorn, Daddy, the house of your money and how you make that guap in your career, will be left with nothing but the planet Jupiter, the planet of expansion, growth. This is the opportunity for you to live your dreams and finally make money off of it if you're willing to suck it up right now and do the job you hate or kind of like or are doing just to get by and still build day by day the business you want to have. Things will work in your favor. Just keep amping yourself up. Do those affirmations. Clear those chakras. You don't have to buy crystals and shit, guys. If you don't have any money, don't. Or you will always feel like you need money to get things. This is a process of freeing up your mind so that one day you will become a money magnet. And then you could just think money into your life. Yes, it is actually that easy, and we will get there, but it felt more imperative for me to let you guys know we're all going through shit. It gets thrown at us all the time. And make sure you have a network. Make sure you have positive people to talk to. Um, do your shadow work, but don't trauma bond. Try like overcome bond. Is that a thing? Can you overcome bond? Like, hey, yeah, so this is where I came from, but my life is great now. Or more so, I want to be able to tell like a story from the top. Like, hey, yes, my life is fabulous now. This is where I live. This is it. But don't forget, I came from like Baltimore, and I used to live in like a rat-filled apartment where I lived in the living room. Life was rough. Like those are the stories that inspire others. Tell your story from the mountaintop. Dig through your shit, find the root, break the cycles. Y'all have a good day.